The senator from Arizona.
I listened to the discussion by Senator Rand Paul and understand his theory. Facts are stubborn things. 27% of those who have been released have been back in the fight. That's fact. That's fact. And some of them have assumed leadership positions of Al-Qaeda. That's fact. And if the senator from Kentucky wants to have a situation prevail where people are released and go back in the fight and kill Americans, he's right. He's entitled to that opinion. But facts are stubborn things. The facts are 27% detainees who were released went back into the fight to try to kill Americans. Mr. President, I suggest the absence of quorum.
Mr. President, if I might have a moment to respond and suggest the absence of a quorum. Does the senator withhold his quorum call? The senator from Kentucky.
With regard to releasing the prisoners, I'm not asking that we release them. I think there probably have been some mistakes of people who've been let go. What I'm asking only for is due process, and we released some of those people without any kind of process and a flawed process, so we did make a mistake. Due process doesn't mean, and believing in the process doesn't mean necessarily that we would release these people. Due process often convicts. Jose Padilla was given 17 years in prison with due process. So I don't think it necessarily follows that I'm arguing for releasing of prisoners. I'm just simply arguing that people, particularly American citizens in the United States, not be sent to a foreign prison without due process.
Mr. President, in response to that, we're not arguing that they be sent to a foreign prison. What we are arguing is that they are designated as enemy combatants. And when they're enemy combatants, then they're subject to the rules and the laws of war. And those, and again, I point out the fact that there have been a number who have been released, who have re-entered the fight, and that kind of situation is not something that we want to prevail. So, I mean, as I said, facts are stubborn things, and they are designated as enemy combatants and will be treated as such during the period of combat.
Senator, yield for a question?
Yeah.
My question would be, under the provisions, would it be possible that an American citizen then could be declared an enemy combatant and sent to Guantanamo Bay and detained indefinitely?
I think that as long as that individual, no matter who they are, if they pose a threat to the security of the United States of America, should not be allowed to continue that threat. I think that's the majority of American public opinion, especially in light of the facts that I continue to repeat to the senator from Kentucky. 27% of detainees who were released got back in the fight and were responsible for the deaths of Americans. We need to take every step necessary to prevent that from happening. That's for the safety and security of the men and women who are out there putting their lives on the line in our armed services. Mr. President, I suggest the absence of a quorum, or yield the floor.
Debate on the